So before we discuss the problems, there is a little bit of theory that you need to know. For example, the first thing that you should know is obviously exterior angle of a triangle will be equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles, right?
Yes, sir.
Then there are some results which are important in some of the problems that you will see in this worksheet. For example, opposite side opposite side of a greater angle is greater. Basically, by that, what we mean is if you have a triangle like this angle A is bigger than angle B, then the opposite side small a will be bigger than small b. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, first of all, try to prove this statement. We cannot just accept things blindly, you need to be able to prove it.
Hmm.
So try to prove in a triangle that if angle A is bigger than angle B, then small a is bigger than small b. This should not be taking so much time. For example, one side I will show you, it's an easy proof. Let's say this is the situation. Let's say this is A, this is B. We are assuming A is greater than B. No, I have labeled it wrong. This is B and this is C. We are assuming side B is greater than side C, and from there I want to prove that angle B is greater than angle C. You have to prove the other side, I am proving this side. Does everyone understand what I'm saying right now?
Yes.
So this is the assumption, assume B is greater than C. So how do I do it? What I will do is I will find a point on the extension of BC such that I will from here A, I will take the length B and I will make an isosceles triangle. Do you understand what I have done?
Yes.
Basically, take this radius and cut an arc like this. You know, using compass and all, we can make arcs and all, right?
Yes.
Once you know the side of this AC, take the radius AC and make an arc like this. It will cut the extension of BC somewhere at D. So now I have triangle ADC, which is isosceles, right?
Yes.
If triangle ADC is isosceles, angle here is equal to angle here, right? And that means that our angle here is equal to the exterior angle. So it is equal to this plus this, right?
Yes.
So angle B is equal to some angle X plus this angle, which is equal to angle C, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which implies that angle B is bigger than angle C.
Oh, yes, sir.
So by construction of an isosceles triangle such that we have side length B and B, we can easily say that angle C here is repeated here and this angle B is exterior, which makes it bigger than this. Correct? You can
Yes.
prove the other implication also. You should prove the other side of it. You have to make it a habit to not assume anything, and whatever you're trying to do,
Sir,
whatever you're using, you have to prove.
सर
Hmm.
सर इसको साइन रूल से नहीं कर सकते हैं क्या?
कर सकते हैं, but we are going to try to avoid using things which are not required.
ओके.
कर सकते हो साइन रूल से, लेकिन there is no need to do
साइन
it.
इंक्रीजिंग फंक्शन तो फिर उसका रेशियो लेस देन 1 आ जाएगा तो वहां से.
It's possible, it's not a big deal.
हम्म.
What is triangle inequality? Sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third side. Greater than the third side. So in any triangle, you will always have these inequalities. All of them will be valid, always. If small a, small b, small c are the sides of a triangle, these three inequalities are always valid. Has everyone seen this before?
Yes.
Yes.
In any case, if this becomes an equality, that means technically that the points are collinear. For example, if it was a small triangle also and B was above, then this side which is C and this side which is A will be bigger than this side which is B. Right? As you bring this point down and start to make it almost lie on the line, you will see that then C plus A will be equal to B. Is everyone understanding what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
As long as it's a triangle, the sum of any two sides has to be bigger than the third side. But if it is equal, that means it's not a triangle, it's a straight line. Right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then try these couple of questions right now. I'll write both the questions. You have to try to prove them. The side lengths of a triangle ABC are such that AB times BC plus AC is equal to BC times AC. You have to first prove angle B is greater than angle C. The second problem is there is a figure that is drawn. The figure looks like this. This is A, B. Then from here there is a C, D, E, F, G, H. This angle is 70 degrees. This angle is beta. And this angle was called alpha. We are given that AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DE is equal to EF is equal to FG is equal to GH. Even if it doesn't look like that in the figure, you have to assume that all of this is same.
Hmm.
You have to find out angle beta. Try these two problems.
So second question, beta equals to 10 degrees.
Hmm. Okay, that's correct. First question also try. It should not be taking that much time. Why is the first question not happening? Very easy it is. AB into BC plus AB into AC is equal to BC into AC, right? What you should do is take this term to the second side, to the RHS, because then you can take something common. You can do BC common, AC minus AB, correct?
Yes, sir.
This relation everyone can get. AB times AC is equal to BC times AC minus AB. Now, obviously, if these are sides of a triangle, the sides are all positive. So this the LHS is positive. So this term is positive. So this also should be positive, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So AC is greater than AB, and therefore angle B is greater than angle C. Correct?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
we are rearranging the terms. It is simple two steps and getting an equality like this, which proves that AC must be bigger than AB because everything is positive, and that just finishes the problem for us because we got one side bigger than the other.
Yes.
I hope question 2 is clear to everyone. You have to use isosceles triangle properties, and exterior angle is sum of two interior opposite angles.
Mm.
You have to use that several times. You should be able to get 10 degrees. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So next problem. Let ABC be a triangle with angle A is equal to 80 degrees and AB is equal to 3 times AC. Prove that angle ACB is greater than 75 degrees. That's the question. Notice that I have made a figure in such a way that it looks like AC 3 times AC is AB. And I have this angle is close to 80 degrees. That's why I have drawn it like this, which is almost looking like a 90 degree. So this angle is 80 and AB is thrice of AC. You have to prove that angle ACB is greater than 75. Think about it. Anybody getting any ideas?
So like create like CD which is equal to AC on AB. Well, actually, I have joined now. Guest was there.
Then
So does
what?
it help? Then we get angle ACD is equals to angle ADC, which is 50. Hmm. Then I was thinking that इसको बस कैसे prove करें? हाँ 130.
We know in triangle ACD by triangle inequality, we know that AC plus AD will be bigger than CD, right?
Yes, sir.
And AC and AD are both same by construction. So we know CD is less than 2x.
Hmm.
And we know that BD is equal to 2x, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that means I know that CD is
Ah,
smaller
okay.
than BD,
हाँ हाँ
which means this angle is smaller than this angle.
हाँ.
So whatever is this
Means
angle, angle DBC is smaller than angle DCB.
हाँ.
And that means that
If we add
the sum of the two angles is equal to 50.
एक 50 degree, yeah. So if we add
So one of
angle
them has
DCB
to be
both
less
sides,
than 25,
hmm,
right?
BC is less than 25. Yes, sir. Then
This has to be
hence
greater than
proof.
25.
हाँ तो proof हो गया.
If this is greater than 25, the overall angle here.
Is greater than 75.
So the point is triangle inequality and saying that CD is smaller than 2x, but DB is 2x.
Hmm.
And from there, opposite angles have opposite greater angle has greater side opposite to it. So we are using that to
Hmm.
conclude about the inequality.
Yes, sir.
Is everyone understanding what is happening?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Okay, so basically we are using the concepts that we have done so far. Try this question. Let ABC be a triangle with AB less than AC. Let AD be the angle bisector of angle BAC with D on the side BC. And let E be a point on AC such that AE is equal to AB. You have to prove that first BD is equal to DE. Second is angle DEC is equal to angle BAC plus angle ACB. And third, BD is less than CD. Okay, try it out. Draw the figure, think about it properly. The first part should be pretty obvious.
Yes, sir, by RHS.
Yeah,
Not RHS, there is no right angle.
by congruency, like first joining BE, then congruent triangle A
It's called
A
SAS, not
intersection point.
RHS.
Yeah, then intersection point AOB, then congruent triangle AOB and AOE. Then it will like by CPCT we will
RHS
get.
से भी SAS और RHS दोनों लगेगा इस पे। RHS भी हो जाएगा मतलब 90 डिग्री बन रहा है
Where is the line?
सर जॉइन BE
Why should I join what?
BE
Why will I join BE?
मतलब मैं तो वैसे किया है सर मेरा होगा
Why should I join BE? What's the point?
सर
So
if we join BE then AB would be equal to AE and we know
Mhm.
angle BAD is angle EAD then ABE is equals to AEB means the cutting point of these will be 90 degrees and तो फिर वो जो yes sir
You are saying the perpendicular is here.
hmm and then we can prove and then they both are congruent means BK is equals to KE the cutting point and this is yeah and KD only common and this is 90 so by RHS BD is equals to DE.
But why would you complicate your life so much? Why draw this?
Okay.
You can directly do SAS, no?
हाँ yes sir
When already the thing that you have to prove is in the triangle ABD and ADE. Why not use that?
yes sir I did from that also and from that also but I was saying for the second part that would it help or not.
For the second part, angle DEC is to be proven to be equal to BAC plus ACB. So Because these two triangles are congruent, I know this angle is equal to this angle,
Yes,
right?
sir.
1 second, let me just verify. I don't think so. The opposite angle, this angle is equal to this angle. We have this and this are equal, and we'll have this angle and this angle are equal, right?
Yes.
Why you can't be sure? Like you have to check the opposite side to the opposite angle to the equal sides, right? My equal sides are AE and AB, so opposite angles are this and this, correct? So basically, now we know that this much is A by 2, A by 2. If you call this as X, this is X. And if you call this as Y, this is Y, right? Is everyone understanding what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
Yes.
DEC is equal to 180 minus X, right? And angle BAC is simply angle A plus angle ACB. ACB is this angle, and we can find out that angle because X is equal to this angle plus this angle, right? X is equal to ACB plus EDC. But what is EDC? It is pi minus 2y, right? ACB plus 180 minus 2y. So from here we are getting ACB is equal to x plus 2y minus 180. I hope everyone is understanding what I'm doing.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now I have to add A plus x plus 2y minus 180. And I have to prove that somehow this side is equal to this side, right? So notice here we can take 2 common. You're getting A by 2 plus x by 2 plus y, right? Wait, that was not necessary. Right, okay. So we already know things like x plus y plus a by 2 is 180, by the way.
Yes, sir.
So double it. Okay, doubling doesn't help. 2x plus 2y plus a is equal to 360. So we have x plus 2y plus a is equal to 360 minus x, right?
360 minus X.
So x plus 2y plus a is 360 minus x, and now it is done. We are getting both sides is 180 minus x. Can everyone see that?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
So basically all we are doing is that congruency that we did in part 1, from where we have put x and y, and then we are doing basic angle finding, right?
Yes.
Nothing very difficult. And we have basically shown that angle DEC, which is this angle DEC, is equal to BAC, which is angle A plus angle ACB. Right. So which directly means that angle DEC is bigger than angle ACB, right? And angle ACB is equal to what? Angle ECD, if you think about it. It's the same angle, right?
Yes.
Angle ECD is here, and we know that DEC is bigger, and that means DC will be bigger than DE, right?
Yes, sir. And since DE is equals to BD, then
So we are getting DC is bigger
E
than
is greater
BD.
than BD. Third part is proved.
So nothing very difficult. You have to start with congruency, then do a little bit of angle chasing, and then you'll get the conclusion, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, The assignment that I have shared in the last class, that assignment you have to try again fully. Whatever you have not done, you have to try those again.
Yes.
The problems are not too difficult, and I will be sharing a third assignment by tomorrow. Okay. So
Yeah.
try this third assignment also. This is not too difficult stuff. I will briefly talk about the overall plan for the geometry course. So technically, I want to do like at least 3 rounds in geometry. So right now we are doing like a basic summary of all the things that you require. Like basic summary that we are doing currently is like 100% required for every student. Like there is no option here. You need to know everything that we are discussing right now if you want to do well in geometry. This I hope to finish as fast as possible. So right now we are using the book, book that I had shown you in the class in the video earlier, Awesome Angles. This is a book that covers all of the basic geometry that we require, and we are doing that book right now. So we are roughly 30% in the book. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Once this is done, and I want to do it fast, and it totally depends on how fast you do the assignments. If every class you are finishing the work and all, we can finish it before January is over. By end of January, we can finish it, or
Yeah.
first week of February.
Sir,
If we can, huh?
Sir, I have done the assignment, but I can't do all the questions given there.
Yes, sir.
Nobody can do
Same
all
here.
the questions, but the point is you have to try everything.
Yeah.
It's okay if you cannot do all the questions, as long as you can do 70 to 80%. If you are able to do 70 to 80% of the assignment, then that means you are understanding.
I tried till 146 and 2 questions I was not able to do.
That's fine. The point is, if you are able to do this yourself, the point is obviously don't search online for some solutions and all.
Yeah.
It will be difficult to find, and it will be a waste of your time. Point is, try to do every question yourself. If you are able to do 70 80%, then that means it's fine. The rest of the questions we'll discuss in class, right? The basic idea is to finish this book, which will cover our basic theory, and then I want to start like some advanced topics. That advanced topics will be like a revision of everything we have done, but it will be harder, like slightly harder, and I'll be using slightly different textbooks there, which you don't need to know, but we are using several books here. The point is to cover slightly more advanced configurations and make sure that you're seeing problems that use 2, 3 different concepts in one thing. And it is at this stage that you will need to make very good notes. When we are doing this, you will realize that the conditions that we are deriving, we'll be using in future problems. So,
So, sir, like we should keep separate notebook for notes to review later, or like we should mix everything.
separate notebooks, I mean, you should make proper notebooks that you can revise later. That's what I mean. What do you mean separate notebooks?
You know, like, sir, I usually mix the practice and these notes one. That's why.
For now, it is okay, but I will tell you when we are in the part 2 of our geometry. When we are in part 2 of our geometry, which is these topics, then it is not going to be okay. Then the practice has to be separate and the notebook has to be separate. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because when we are doing part 2, we will derive a theorem, then we'll have 2, 3 corollaries or lemmas that come from the theorem. We'll see some examples that are directly solved by that, and everything will be related and it will build on top of each other. So For that time, you need to make a notebook where only theory is there with some examples. You're not doing rough work in that notebook. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Rough work can be done separately, but that notebook should be for proper stuff which you can quickly revise.
Yes,
And
sir.
finally, this part of the syllabus will take us like another 1.5 months at least. And then finally, it will be about some special techniques, which is very exciting. But again, this will take time and it involves some topics that you don't know yet. Special techniques is the section of the syllabus where we'll be doing point geometry, or basically another way to say that is vectors in geometry.
Then complex one.
Uh, Vectors in geometry is one big chapter, and then complex numbers in geometry. So these two topics I want to cover, and I want to cover them in detail so that it's not like just for the sake of it, I want to cover it. Do you understand what I mean?
Hmm.
बहुत लोग पढ़ा देंगे, एक दो क्लास कर देंगे, एक दो क्लास में 4 5 6 प्रॉब्लम्स होंगे, उसके बाद फिर हो जाए खत्म. Then that will not benefit anyone.
Hmm.
The only way it will benefit you is if you have solved like 30 40 problems by this method.
Then, yes, sir.
If you have actually done 30 40 50 questions by the geometry methods that we want to, then only you can actually use it. If you have seen it in
Hmm.
4 5 questions, do you think you'll be able to apply it when the actual question comes? It's not
No,
possible.
sir. Hmm.
The only way you can apply it is if you have done enough problems on it. So basically, these two techniques are super powerful. Actual Olympiad questions are easily destroyed by these methods. But you need practice and you need familiarity, and we need time for that. So you need to solve this many problems, this many problems. That will take at least 2 3 weeks for each. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So we'll need around 4 to 6
Yes,
weeks
sir.
for these special techniques. So that's why I'm saying in this first part of the syllabus, which is the easiest part, you need to pick up the pace. Or you need to at least try the homework, make sure you finish the homework. Then we can proceed fast. Okay? From part 2 and part 3, they will be more challenging. And those are the parts where you have to make sure that you learn as much as you can, because you'll not find it anywhere else. And guaranteeing you, you will not find it anywhere else. At least in India, तो नहीं मिलेगा तुमको. So make sure that you follow what I'm saying for geometry. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this 1 and 2 are our synthetic geometry. The geometry where we are using standard geometry methods, which are creative, sometimes difficult to spot, and interesting to solve. But when we go to part 3, we are going to use algebra and these brute force techniques, which are also nice because they sometimes like just make the problem so much easier.
Okay, sir.
And they are applicable in situations where synthetic solution is difficult to find. Many times synthetic solutions are very hard to find. The normal solutions that we are doing right now, right?
Yes, sir.
When the problems become INMO level or IMO level, it will be difficult to find a synthetic solution. So people should always have a tool that they can use. They can use vectors, they can use complex numbers. Then you need to be able to do it. But again, the point is that it will take some time to develop that skill. Therefore, make sure that you do the work so that we can do part 1 and part 2 in a reasonable amount of time. Because it's not like we can only do geometry till the end of the year, right?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
So we have to finish geometry by latest by
Late March.
April end.
Hmm.
Even if you extend it April end तक तो खत्म हो जाना चाहिए.
Sir.
So we have
Sir,
to हाँ
सर आपने एक बुक दी थी लाइक ग्रुप पे यू
हम्म
शेयर्ड like methods of solving complex problem in geometry.
Right.
I was solving that, and sir, still I'm able to do only 50%, like 40 to 50% of the problems you share. So how to improve, sir?
40 to 50%. Right now in the assignment.
Yes, sir.
In the assignment right now, which assignment did you try? Geometry 2.
Geometry 2. One तो हो गया sir.
So geometry 2 was starting from problem 130 to 150, right? Roughly.
Yes, sir. I tried it till 145 and left 4 to 5 questions. तो मतलब वही sir 60% तक ही होता है maximum.
So it's fine. 60% is also fine as long as you are trying yourself honestly.
तो सर इसको improve कैसे कर सकते हैं?
It will improve by practice and more exposure. There's no other way. You have to continue doing that book, complex geometry problems book. The more problems you see, the better it will become.
Yes, sir.
There is no shortcut, dude. I cannot give you any magic methods. The only thing I can say is that by the end of part one, all of these problems that right now you are getting stuck in will seem easy. By the end of part 2, it should seem very easy. And by the end of part 3, you should be able to solve any in-more problem at least. This is the level that we want to come to. So you have to follow the steps, but ultimately there is no shortcuts or anything. I can't give you some one-line tool to make it better, right? See enough problems, and it's not like when we finish the theory part is over. It's not like suddenly everything is done and you can solve any problem that will come in geometry, right?
Then what should we do if we can't do the solve questions?
Sir. Yes, sir. Like
What should we do if
We can't do those questions
can't do which questions?
of your assignment.
To wait for the solutions.
okay,
We will
sir.
solve it in class. No. There will be no assignment which will be unsolved.
Yes, sir.
Try again. If you can't do it, try again.
Sir, I
And
have
if
done this question once. Then after a break, I have tried the question again, but then also I can't.
so,
So
then
I'm
wait for it. Wait for the solution then. If you have tried and given 30, 40 minutes to it and still you can't do it, then you can wait for the solution. We'll discuss it. You will learn something. But
Yes,
if you
sir.
have not seriously tried, if you have tried for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 2 times, that's not serious trying. And if you don't seriously try, then you will not learn when I show you the solution also.
Okay, sir.
So that is the rough geometry plan, and it requires all of you to put in that effort. Don't ignore it and make good notes. There is a lot of things that I have planned, but it only works if you guys do it, right?
Yes, sure, sir.
Yeah.
After geometry is done, then we go to algebra, and there are many things to do there also. But right now, we'll not worry about. We'll do number theory first, number theory, and then algebra.
Sir, I'm saying like, could you provide more questions for trigonometry also? Or could you suggest a good book for trigonometry available online?
Right now is not the time to search for new books.
Okay.
अभी कितना ट्रिग्नोमेट्री और कितना करोगे? कर तो लिए सब.
हाँ मतलब सर प्रैक्टिस छूट ना जाए बस इसका डर था.
उसका डरने की जरूरत नहीं है. I will send more questions. There are some more questions left.
Okay, sir.
I have moved on from trigonometry because it was taking a lot of time.
1 month.
So it's not like trigonometry problems are over. There are many problems still left
Yes,
in the
sir.
book that I was using. So we can do the rest of the problems, but right now the priority is doing geometry, making sure the geometry is strong.
Okay, sir.
We'll
आपने
come.
बोला था कि like will come back again on Trigo
हाँ,
पहले भी.
आपने
There are
बोला
many
था।
more questions left, which we can discuss later, but we'll do that later when the syllabus is roughly done for all the things and we are
Yes, sir.
practicing problems.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's
Yes,
the
sir.
overall idea. Make sure you try to stick to the schedule. In this month, we'll do it fast because the topics are easier. Most of the ideas should be familiar to you,
Yes,
and
sir.
questions are also that I'm going to be sharing are not super difficult or anything.
Hmm.
They are doable.
Hmm.
But part two and part three will be challenging. So this is all preparation for part two and part three. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. I mean, it's very exciting stuff. There are a lot of exciting things that I want to show. It totally depends on like how much you guys work. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, that's all for now. I'll see you in the next class. I will share the problem set for the next problem set by tomorrow,
When will be the next class?
Tuesday evening.
Okay.
Okay, today is Saturday, right? Tuesday
Yes,
evening.
sir. Yes, sir. Tuesday evening. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hmm.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.